Today we're gonna go over how to shave. This is my morning routine. This is before I start the day. So the first thing that I do when I get ready to shave is I wash my face and I use a avocado oil. So you can see avocado oil. I mean pH neutral, so that the face doesn't break out. Let's wash the face. You're always going to use, or as often as you can, you're trying to use hot water because it opens up the pores. Oh man. Now that we have done that, the next step we want to do is, if you get a lot of ingrown hair, what you want to do is exfoliate the skin. And how you exfoliate the skin is like they have this little machine that spin, or you can use a washcloth. That's what I use. What you want to do is do the same thing. You want to go with the grain first. Always glue the grain first, and then you finish against the grain. Against the grain. Alright. Now we have done that. We have exfoliated a little bit, remove a little bit of the dead skin. What we're going to do next is we're going to use a pre-shave oil. I always use this. My mother got me a brand. The brand that she got me the first time was called Anthony's pre-shave oil, and it was good. However, it was very expensive, and I noticed that once I was using it, it would make my skin dry, because the majority of the oil in that shaving pre-shave oil is castor oil. And castor oil is a very thirsty oil. It likes to absorb the oiliness out of other oils, and the skin loves to absorb it. So I made my own. I will share the recipe with you guys later. But anyways, so how do you use shaving oil, right? First thing you want to do is like my skin is drying out now, so we're gonna put some more water on it. That's good. Fresh water on the face, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna put there we go. I'll put some oil on the skin, and the hair, you want to massage it in, make sure that the hair gets oil on it, because what that does is makes the hair soft. So when you use shaving, when you use a blade, it is easier to cut. Why is it easier to cut? Because the hair is softer. Anyways, so once we have done that, let's put the shaving oil aside. Next thing you're going to use is the shaving cream. I mean, you can use whatever brand you want. Try to use one that doesn't have alcohol. The reason being is because alcohol dries out the skin, and that's where you start getting the problems around razor burn, start getting ingrown hairs all the way around here. Still recording? No. Alright. Now that that's done, we're gonna put the shaving cream on. This is how we do it. I don't want to use too much. So one of the important things to do when you're shaving is to have a blade that it is sharp. You don't if you don't have a brand new blade, what happens is the blade is gonna start tugging and pulling instead of cutting, and when that happens you are more prone to have hair that curls back into the skin. All right, so you're gonna go over here, and one of my tips is when you're shaving, you want to rinse the blade a lot so that the blade doesn't clog. If it's clogged, it doesn't cut. See? Always with the grain first. Always with the grain first, right? Another thing that you want to take into account is when you are shaving your face, you want to move your jaw to the side. You might want to pull as you get older. I've seen like my old man shaving, and because the skin is loose, he has to pull on it. So, c'est la vie, right? See? Start cutting. Get the blade clean. For me, I don't buy the blades that have I don't buy the razors that have 5 blades. Reason being is that's a lot of blades against the skin. That's a lot of cuts. So if you go down once, that's 5. If you go down another one, that's 10, 15, and that can cause irritation on the skin. You see, I'm a purist. I like the 3. Not only it feels better on my skin, it's actually cheaper than the other ones. Another thing I would like to discuss is if your hair is too long, if you have a beard, the best thing you can do is take care of the beard. Is first you use an electric razor, one of these, cut it down, or one of these ones right here, right? Bring it as low as you can to your face, and then proceed to shave. Not this one. This one. Anyways. Alright, first with the grain. And once we're done with the grain, then we're going to go against the grain. And what that does is make it even closer. See? Oh man. If you feel any tugging or pulling or any irritation, it doesn't feel right, add more oil or add more water or add more shaving cream so that the blade glides. You don't want to feel that tugging and pulling like when we were in the army dry shaving. There we go. So we have done that. The thing we gotta do is wash the face, and then we're gonna put an aftershave. Well, not really an aftershave. see, looks good. Then what I'm using now is a balm. This is balm. No, it's a creme. And the reason why I stopped using aftershave is because aftershave has a lot of alcohol in it. Therefore, it dries the skin, closing the pore. Yes, it feels very good at first, but later on it might hurt you. So instead of that, I use a creme, lotion, a very light one, not one that it is very heavy, because then that one has the potential to close your pores. Ta-da! And we're done. So I hope you find this helpful, and if you have any questions, please comment down below. I will have a list of the things that I use so that you can use as well. If you have any questions, get back to your boy.